Johnny Dahl, four-wheeling in Western Australia.com. Welcome to Ruts Kirup 2017. This is our first visit to any of these events. We have exclusive access to film, basically get amongst all the action. So in this video you're going to see a lot of action from these vehicles, some technical driving, you're going to see some extreme vehicles, you're going to see some everyday sort of cars driving. You're definitely going to see at least one rollover, a pretty big one too. So stay tuned.
It's a cold winter's morning in Kirup, Western Australia. You are about to watch a two-day event which I have mixed up into some really cool eye candy when it comes to off-road motorsport, and there's a couple of interviews thrown in there where I ask some questions specifically about the event and the vehicles. So a lot of interesting stuff, and I really hope that you enjoy.
Okay, touring, so pull around, you got 7 minutes to do this one. Okay.
So as you may have noticed already, there are two different types of entries to this competition. You have the touring, registered vehicles, road-worthy vehicles, and open bus.
Right hand down. Keep going, keep going.
You can have any modifications you like.
Drive.
So as you probably grasped already, the type of terrain all these guys and girls have got to compete on, here's a bit of an aerial shot of it, and you can see how dense the bush is as well from up above. Now here is a good example of what the comp trucks have to go through to complete an actual course. No doubt by now you would have noticed that these winches aren't your average winches. More on this a bit later.
I missed 8 rollovers yesterday. Just left before 2 of them, and one we just walked up to as it happened without the cameras on. So this morning we caught this on 3 cameras. Not good to roll over, but good to get the footage.
Straighten up. Kill it! You're right. Straighten it! Okay, trophy. You're right, Cass?
So while we're filming these things, we all have to keep in mind about exit strategies. So everyone who's around, marshals, camera guys, video guys, whatever, when these things are about to happen, everyone's sort of picked a tree or like a way to run. But there's always a risk, but everyone knows the risk. So now it's time to recover the vehicle, which is going to take a while. That's not what I wanted to see.
Shortly after the vehicle was recovered, I managed to jump in the passenger seat in Aaron's green GQ and just ask him a quick few questions.
Alright, so I'm hitching a ride with Aaron.
How you going?
We're off to, what stage are you off to now?
I think we're on to number 3.
You would have seen the rollover earlier. How are you feeling after that?
A bit shaken up, to be honest with you. We kind of got it really ballsed up bad. But we only got a couple of panels damaged and a battery caught on fire, but that's about it. We're back into it now.
Yeah, it was a hard hit.
It was a very hard hit, mate.
So it's obviously cuss and dash and all that, Aero?
Yeah, mate, we had a ground up rebuild we started at about mid-January. We had the old white Patrol, but we had no body mounts and the body wasn't attached to the chassis in any way, so we called it was time. We've been racing the last one for 10 years.
We've been racing for 10 years?
Pretty much, we'd only missed 1 or 2. And yeah, so it sort of all started when my old roll cage wasn't going to be that compliant. So we had Ash from On Track Fabrications make us an awesome roll cage, which has proven itself today. Hasn't bent in at all. And yeah, now, you know, it's proved that in this sport safety is paramount. We've come up unscratched with a sore neck, but that can't really be helped.
Running gear in this, you got an LS in this thing?
Yeah, mate, we've got an LS out of an old VT, so we bought the whole Commodore for $1,800 and put it in there with the automatic, and yeah, it runs very sweet. It's pretty cheap and reliable. It's not overly powerful, but it definitely gets the back wheels off the ground, which is what we want to see and the crowd wants to see.
These winches, they run on 24 volt.
Yeah, that's it. We've just installed this brand spanking new, only one in WA, Blazer come up winch. So it runs on two 7 horsepower motors and we run it on 24 volts. So we've got a completely separate alternator, 2 batteries for the winch, and yeah, this weekend it's proved itself to be ultra strong. And
so you got a separate alternator just for the winch?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we run a separate, I think it's 128 amp alternator just for the winching system.
Just because it draws so much power?
Yeah, that's it. We just don't want it to lag, you know, when time sort of matters, I suppose. We want it to keep pumping. So
the batteries you got for the 24 volt, do you have 2 sole batteries running for the winch?
Yeah, that's right. So we've got 2 Blue Optimas. Well, we had, both of them caught fire, but that's okay. We had to pull them out quickly.
Okay.
We've got 3 batteries in the car in total.
Excellent. Well, you look like you're about to do stage 2, so I'm going to let you get to it.
Take it easy.
Cheers, Aaron.
Now there's obviously quite a big difference between the open class and the touring class. That said though, the guys and girls in the touring class still give it a red hot go and they're not scared to put their vehicles in all kinds of situations.
So what's your name, mate?
I'm Damien Ferguson.
Damien? How you going, Damien?
Yeah, good.
I'm Ronnie. So, you're in the touring part of it, so basically, from my understanding, you need a registered vehicle.
Yep, this is...
to enter that part of the competition?
This classes, touring class, it's got to be road registered, and yeah, lucky for me, I still drive this on the road as a daily.
Yeah. I noticed you got your flares off the car, so you obviously take them off so you don't damage the car, right?
Yeah, I've got aftermarket quarter panels front and rear, so they actually come with bolt-on flares.
Oh yeah, nice.
So yeah, just for competition's sake, I wouldn't mind keeping my car a bit tidy on the road, so I'll take them off. We can get a bit closer, and it's good for with the half doors as well. You can lean out and you'll be able to see. I can see both tyres, like what I'm putting them on. Awesome. Without the flares too.
So anything else you got to have in the car to do this?
Because we're in touring class and I don't have a sport like a proper roll cage, I've got to have the tin roof covering our heads.
Oh, you got to have a roof, okay.
Yeah, just in case we do ever roll over.
And that's only because the roof is removable on the Jeep, right?
That's it. So yeah, I've got to have head coverage.
But these basically come with a roll cage, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not classed as a race cage. They're just like a sport class cage.
Anything in particular with this vehicle that helps you out?
Before every race, I usually add something, but now we're twin locked. I never used to have the rear locker, so now I've got front and rear e-lockers. Wide the winch up to have an isolator in and out from the cab. It used to be on a cord with a remote. That's pretty much all the frills. As you can see, there's no power windows or anything. It's pretty low maintenance in here.
Yeah, that's what you want. How much do you rate a navigator in these kind of events? You obviously need it, eh?
Definitely in this one. Like, this has been the hardest comp we've been in, and he's actually running the locker switches for me because I've got my hands full.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I'm too busy looking out the window and hands full of the steering wheel.
So he will get out if he needs to, but otherwise.
Yeah. If we come to a spot that's pretty difficult, yeah, he's allowed to get out and he can spot me through it. But this car's pretty capable as it is.
You've got good vision as well. You can just...
Yeah, like we haven't had too many hiccups.
So you're doing this for 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. I've had the car for 5, and it's just been an ongoing build of pretty much try and make it bigger and stronger every time I come to a comp.
Oh, you work out the weak points and improve on them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I want to make it it's strong enough to beat on it a bit harder and make it, you know, last the weekend. But
Yeah.
Jeeps are known to have a little bit of a weak front end on them, so I've tried to beef
Oh, the front diff, yeah.
Yeah, tried to beef it up as much as I can and make it last. You know, she's no patrol, but yeah, drive it nicely and have the right parts in it.
Very nimble car, but oh, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks very much.
And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I mean, you've finished now, so.
Yeah, time to go home and get in front of the fire.
Not surprisingly, Extreme Class had quite a few frills and spills, which is half the fun, and this one in particular lost its wheel completely during a bit of a rough rollover. The driver is okay. A bit of an interesting story about this 80 series right here. It has blown its front diff, still had 4 to 5 courses to go, and managed to complete every single one of them in 2-wheel drive. Now that's pretty damn impressive. After all that effort and winching, that navigator looks pretty relieved to me.
Alright, so I'm in the cab with Tristan. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad. So you finished your event now?
Yeah, we have, yep.
How'd you go?
Yeah, pretty well. We didn't come down here to win it. We just came down here to have a good time, and we've achieved that.
What does it take funding-wise, roughly, to get into the open class?
It's pretty expensive. I built this car, or a group of us built this car about 7 years ago, so yeah, the cost hasn't been recent, but yeah, for this car, it's been the way it is now for about the last 7 years.
It's a team thing then?
It is, yeah. It's very involved with some good mates of mine and my brother and that, yeah.
Awesome. I can see all the dash is modded.
Yeah, so basically it's just a GQ coil car butte, a few suspension mods and original motor, 375,000 Ks on it. It's got a UFI turbo and a GU pump on it, but apart from that, it's pretty standard, front mount intercooler.
Original engine, you're saying?
Original engine, yep. Still got the original reg over the car too.
How many kilometres?
375,000.
It's pretty impressive.
Original Ks. It's running about 25 pound a boost.
And your winch, 24 volt.
Yeah, so we've got a system here. We've got winch on and off. We've got 12 and 24 volt, and then winch in, winch out, and obviously we got the air free spool in here as well.
Okay, so what you're saying is you have 2 batteries, so they run 12 volt, but when you're winching, you switch to the 24.
Correct. So when the winch is not under load, we're in 12 all the time, not to burn the motor out. and then as soon as the winch becomes under load, we flick this switch here, turns across onto 24 volt. We've also got the red light there, so I'm well aware that it's on 24 and I don't accidentally leave it on. And yeah, and we're away winching.
Awesome. Wicked. So how long you had this car for?
So I've had this car, I bought it when I started building it, so about 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah. It's only done a few events due to work commitments and stuff like that, but we just come out to have a good time.
And final question, Kirup event?
Yeah, really good. Had a really good time, better than expected.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers, Ronnie. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
That was the third and final interview. I will now leave you with the remainder of the cool footage from our visit to this event. Now, of course, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed it, and please do subscribe.
So, discussion.